Before I came to the corner house, I was street homeless and had been for about 6 years. These problems arose due to my alcohol misuse.
I was sleeping rough, on and off, in between sofa surfing, drinking a lot, and basically just sleeping out.
Basically, my day was just around drinking, trying to. The first thing is get the hangover out of the way, and then you're back to square one. Basically, after that, you're drinking, trying to beat the record from the day before.
It was suggested to me that this service was ideal for me, that I would gain a lot from it. I was very reticent at first. Obviously, the help hasn't been out there in the past, and you can grow very cynical that that nothing's going to help. I had got to a point where I thought this was it. This was my life. I was pointed in the right direction, cajoled, and I self-referred. Everybody said to me that this was just what I needed. The service was perfect for me, and please would I give it a go. So I did, and from the minute I got here, I agreed with everybody that this service was for me.
I'd left prison and I made the decision that I didn't want to carry on drinking and become homeless. And since I've been in here, I've not drank. I've got lots of support, okay? Gail, who's my support worker, has given me lots of support, you know. I could talk to her whenever I want, if there's things on my mind, you know. I've got support from my doctor, you know, probation, and it's just a wonderful support network, right, which has been missing in Lincoln, in my opinion, for about 15 years.
Personally, the role that alcohol's played in my life is a very destructive one. I was raised in a house where alcohol was not a problem. It wasn't even, we didn't have a drinks cabinet. It was at Christmas, so I can't really trace it back to childhood. I had quite a traumatic experience with my first husband, who sadly passed away, and I think that I can trace it back to about then, really. I was left widowed with 3 small children, and it became a crutch to help me cope with my feelings of bereavement at the time, and then just became a habit that I couldn't break.
Alcohol's had a massive impact on my life. I mean, it's ruined 2 marriages, you know. I can't see 2 of my children yet because I don't feel that I'm in a place where I can go into their lives, you know. It's impacted my job at the time. I was a butcher. I was doing butchery for 24 years, and it's just been a real downward spiral from an early age, really.
Now, basically, alcohol has destroyed my life, and to be honest with you, I wish I'd never drunk. I started when I was about 15.
Alcohol cost me basically everything. Not lost my family, but the family sort of broke ties with me. Jobs, I've lost 3 or 4 jobs through alcohol. The same partner, the bungalow, the partner's family as well. That's everything.
It becomes normality in your life. So if something's happening, right, and you can't deal with it, or a situation comes on, or a circumstance comes up, okay, and you see me, if anything happens which I can't handle or is a little bit rough, or something's come up which I haven't dealt with, it's so easy to have a drink because the reward is half an hour. You know, half an hour from having a drink, you start forgetting. and then you have a drink, and then it's gone for a while. But then in the morning, it's there again. But it's worse than the actual day before.
One of the best things about being at the corner house is we are challenged, and expectations are put upon us to meet, but not in a way that they seem insurmountable, that you can't meet them. You don't feel like there's anything that you can't say. Everybody here, even down to the fellow service users, but we're all in the same boat, so we can all knock off each other. Staff are brilliant. They never ever make you feel like you've been a failure in life. Your life has just taken a path that you necessarily wouldn't have chosen, and they are here to equip you to choose another path.
Since I've been in here, I've not drank. I've got lots of support, okay? I've got support from a doctor, you know, probation, and it's just a wonderful support network, right, which has been missing in Lincoln, in my opinion, for about 15 years.
I'd forgotten what kind of person I was, really. I had become a homeless alcoholic, and that was the label I wore. I was never, and they are bringing out of me the qualities that have been so long hidden. They give you the chance to shine, really. They take your natural abilities, and they, like in courses and things, you know, you can do education if that's the way you want to go. You can do as little or as much as you want, but what I do believe about the corner house is what you put into it, you will reap from it. The service is invaluable.